Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I know it is the holiday weekend and you guys are cooking, having fun times, making memories with family. You're probably gonna shop till you drop. You're probably gonna nap several times after eating all of that food. But I just wanted to jump on here real quick and do a book review so that if you find yourself needing something to do, maybe you'll decide to check out one of my book reviews and think about sitting down, creating a little bit of ambiance, and reading a book this holiday season. But today I am going to review the book called The Woman of Intelligence by Karin. I want to say the last name is pronounced Tanabe, but I could be wrong. We all know how I am with names, so I do apologize if I have pronounced that incorrectly. I will have a picture of the book somewhere in this video later. I did actually read the physical book, but I had to return it to the library before I made this video. So that is why I don't have the physical copy with me right now. So let's go ahead and get into it, okay? This story is set in the 1940s era with a woman named Catherine Edgeworth, which finds herself living a life she didn't necessarily plan. Catherine has obtained a higher level of education and can speak 4 languages. She is an upcoming professional within the government at a newly formed United Nations. Catherine's life is exciting. She's translating by day and at night parties with the best of them. She is just living her life, okay? And she is living it up to meeting Tom. Tom comes from a wealthy family, and he's an ambitious pediatrician surgeon that wants to save all the little children. Tom and Catherine fall in love, get married, and have 2 children. Catherine finds herself being a stay-at-home mom, which was not necessarily how she pictured her life and not necessarily what she wants to be doing, especially not full-time anyway. She felt like she was wasting away and was inside a high-rise cement cage. She gave up her career as expected / demanded and stayed at home to care for her children and sometimes present husband. However, she longed for adult interaction and intelligent conversation. She wanted more than changing diapers, feedings, and running after not so nice children sometimes. She longed to be a more productive member of society and earn her own money. She wanted a social life that was outside of medical fundraisers and family gatherings with the in-laws. But Tom was of no assistance, or let me say, very limited assistance in caring for the children. Because he has a very important job of saving other children. It seemed that when Tom was caring for his children, he kind of behaved as if he had a deficit in that department, like he could not do it on his own, or it should not be his job to care for the children. That was to be Catherine's role. And the life that he provided for her and the children was expected to be good enough. Karin carried the children and was expected to be attached at the hip to them for the foreseeable eternity, according to how Tom behaved. Tom felt he provided Karin with everything she could need, and she should be blissfully happy to stay at home with the children. Tom was rarely home to interact with her or the children. Tom seemed to not be able to handle caring for the children on the rare occasions he was left with them. Again, considering the era and time this book was written for, this was kind of how it was back then. Women were to marry, have children, stay at home, care for the children, and husband. And we get a glimpse of a woman that worked for her education and a place in the workforce. And she is struggling with the mundane stay-at-home mom lifestyle. Now again, there were some that love this lifestyle, and there are others that particularly do not. The author shows a side of this lifestyle that people don't often speak of. There is a facade sometimes portrayed regarding stay-at-home moms, like this is their life mission and it's oh so wonderful, and their children are just so wonderful and the love of their lives and adorable, and everything is perfect, everything is okay, and it is just the thing to do. Well, this book kind of gives you another perspective of the stay-at-home mom lifestyle, that it was it's not for everyone. It was refreshing to see a story depict the lackluster outlook and the internal struggle going on from career woman to housewife. However, Karin was approached with an opportunity to work with the FBI as a spy, essentially. Her college connections and knowledge of languages prove her to be the prime candidate for the work needed to be done by the FBI. Karin accepts the offer to earn her own money, be of service to her community, and have excitement in her life. Karin doesn't know if she can pull off what is being asked of her by the FBI, however. Things prove to be a bit tricky for Karin when trying to pull off her assignments. She has to lie to Tom and her in-laws in order to get out of the house to complete the tasks that are needed. Her nosy neighbor thinks she's having an affair. Tom thinks Karin is off her rocker. I will let you read the book to find out the details of Karin's assignment and the journey it takes her on. You'll have to read the book to find out if Karin is successful on her mission or not. Read the book to find out how Karin and Tom's relationship pans out. I think the author did a good job taking the reader into Karin's thoughts on her life and how she felt about what she was doing for the FBI. It was refreshing to read how one might feel when going from a career life, fun and free lifestyle to then being a stay-at-home parent with almost non-existent interaction with other adults. I felt how the author described Karin's experience at motherhood was an honest depiction that a lot of mothers may go through. I thought the author could have played up the FBI assignment more. I think there could have been a little bit more intrigue and drama, but it kind of was kept a little even keel for that time era, which I could really understand that you want to kind of keep to what would have happened back in that time period. I mean, it could have made the story more of a page turner, though, if there was a little bit more excitement, just a little bit more drama and danger. I almost felt like pieces were missing to the picture that would have made it more exciting. There is some death mentioned, but no gory details. It's kind of just is what it is and keep it moving. The story could bring up a variety of conversations, obviously. The topics of relationship dynamics, including gender roles, the topic of patriotic duty, the inner turmoil one may have about the life they used to have, what they envision for their life in the future, and what it actually turned out to be. And there could be a topic about self-discovery and parenting views and styles, just to name a few. Overall, it was a good book. I did enjoy it. It could have gave me a little bit more meat. Could have gave me a little bit more excitement. Could have gave me a little bit more drama and intrigue. A little bit more mystery too. But all in all, it is a good read. I gave it a 4 out of 5. So I hope you consider picking this book up and reading it for yourself. Subscribe, like, click share, tell a friend. If you've read the book, comment your thoughts. I would like to know what you thought about the book. And until next time, keep turning the pages, my book lovers.